Hello dear students, this is Kanza Salim and today we are going to do a very beautiful poem, Amanda, from your textbook. Well, this poem is really closely related to your lives. In this poem, there is a little girl, Amanda, who is being nagged by her family members for to do this, to do that. As we can see that being a children, our parents, our family members, especially our mothers, they keep on telling us what to do, what not to do, how to sit, what to eat, what not to eat, when to sleep, when to do homework, tidy up the room, do all the stuff. So at times we get irritated, though we do not understand that it is for our good and it is not nagging, but we take it as nagging. So same thing happens with Amanda, who really gets irritated and starts taking things for granted, and she goes in her own world. So it's a very quite related to our lives. So this poem is by Robin Klin, and she is really famous for writing about children and about youngsters. So this poem, it's all about Amanda, and Robin Klin, she depicts a child's feelings, as I told you, about the restrictions her parents put on him or her. Actually, basically it is about female, as in our society we have seen that it is all about females, that society expects all the female to really behave properly, to live according to the society expectations. So here children feel their parents don't let them do many things they want to do. So particularly in this poem, there is a girl, Amanda, who feels her mom nags her too much. The mother scolds Amanda for biting her nails, hunching her shoulders and not sitting straight. Amanda does not like it. On the contrary, Amanda lives in her dream world. In her fantasy, she feels like a mermaid swimming freely and joyously in the light green sea. But here, mother drags Amanda out of her dream by asking her whether she has completed her homework or not. So she also asks her whether she has tidied her room. She tells her to clean and polish her shoes. But here we see that Amanda has another reprieve in which she herself, as an orphan, roaming freely barefoot in golden silence and uninterrupted freedom. See, it is not about that we should not ask students or ask children to do this or not to do. It's not all about that. We should not check the students or check the kids. Rather, it is all about how we are doing it. If we are doing it in the excess, or whether we are understanding the real condition, why the child is behaving like that. For example, if I take my example, being a teacher, if I keep on poking a child, why you have not done your homework, do your homework, what will happen? That the child will stop listening to you. The child will think that ma'am keeps on asking the same thing. What will the ma'am do? Maximum, she will scold her. So we should try to understand why the child is not doing the homework. And then we should find out a solution to it, and then the child will also take the interest in it, and we will also get the results. So that's all in this video. Thank you. Have a great day.